Something else is broke. Who moved that? I mean, it's bright in here to be dark. Oh, ominous music. Luckily, I always bring this with me.
Your stuff is legendary.
What are you doing? Running. This episode of We Can Fix It, where if we work together, we can fix just about anything. My name's Danny, this is John, and we are getting ready to show you some of the 3D prints that we have already completed. These prints were actually just right off of watching movies. Every time I'd watch a movie, I would be like, I'd like to fix that. So we ended up getting a 3D printer, and that's what we did. These were the first ones that came to mind, and they were the first ones I built, painted, and got going. You'll be on a journey with us for the rest of these prints as well. We have a lot more to show you. So, on John's side right there, just pick one up. Let's just show him one. So, this is the real Ghostbusters ghost grenade. Now, it's going to be hard to see on camera. Maybe not as hard as I thought. So, it is hollow at the moment. We 3D printed this and painted this. This was the last one that we actually did before the channel started. We're going to get a light in the top, and we're also going to get a light on the side in that hole right there, so that way when you spin the top, it will actually activate the ghost grenade. Alright, we have another one here.
Let's do this one.
This is the death ball. Now this has a little bit of a history to it as well. I don't know if you guys know of Slenderman or the Enderman from Minecraft. Both of them are created after the man that wielded the death ball from Phantasm. So he is, I believe, considered in Phantasm as the Slender Man. And pretty much that any tall, lanky character that you see that's supposed to be evil or demonic in a movie is essentially built after him. He played a beautiful part in that movie, in all of the movie series, as the Slenderman with his death ball. He was an alien, I believe, if I remember correctly, and this was what he killed people with. So my son actually took and helped me with this. He was the one that put the blood all over the death ball. It comes as a print that actually has the stand already attached to it, so we didn't have to attach a stand. We didn't want it perfect. We just needed one in our life. I painted it, and believe it or not, I did not do any type of prep work for the paint. I just took and primed it, sanded it, and then painted it. And I just did a light sand. I didn't sand it that well. And you can kind of see it has a pretty good shine to it. It's not perfect. It's not chrome as if it was pulled out of the movie. But if you go get chrome spray paint from the advanced store, that's exactly what I used. I had to put a clear coat over it because if you don't put it on this chrome style paint, as soon as you touch it, comes right back off. One thing too I wanted to show is, let's see if I can get it on camera. I put fingerprints on the death ball. like somebody actually, like this thing's killed a few people and somebody actually grabbed a hold to it before it stopped them and blood got all over it. There you go. So that is the death ball from Phantasm.
Do the solid one first.
Oh yeah. So many of you may know what this is, and this is literally solid. I printed this complete. It almost took a whole roll of PLA to make this thing, and it is solid as a brick.
Being made of plastic, it is very heavy.
It is very, very heavy. This is completely solid. And like I said, I mean, it's got some weight to it. You never think that this... Well, if you ever picked up a PLA plastic thing and held it in your hand, that's what you're holding here, condensed. It is one solid piece of PLA. And it is the puzzle box from Hellraiser. So, this puzzle box is made differently from the other puzzle box that I've made, and I will show that to you in a second. This puzzle box was actually done with gold leaf. So we gold leafed this, and then we first we sanded it, primed it, painted it black, and then we took gold leaf and we gold leafed the entirety of the box. I love this thing. It's got weight to it. It feels like it's actually made of some type of brass or copper or something. It actually has pretty good weight to it. And so what you're supposed to do to summon Hellraiser is you're supposed to actually take your finger and put it right here, and you're supposed to spin it. Now this doesn't spin, but you're supposed to spin your finger around and touch back to the point, and then this box opens up, turns, and then closes again, and then Hellraiser is summoned. So we'll show you the very next box, and I'll show you something unique, and I'm going to let him do it.
Oh, okay.
This one, if you run your finger around it,
Well, I can do that.
yeah, you run your finger around it, and then it opens up, spins, closes, and you have summoned Hellraiser.
Every part is put together.
Now, I don't resell any of this stuff because this right here is not something I made. So, if you have any questions about that, I do not resell any of this. Now, if I was to make something and it be of my design, by all means I would sell it. But I did not make this, so I will not sell it. Now, this is the open version of the box. Now this box was prepped in the same manner. It was sanded, it was primed, and it was painted. But we did something different. I've always watched Adam Savage, and Adam Savage always uses something called rub and buff. I've never heard of it, and truthfully, as far as prop making, I've never made props. So, I wanted to know what the difference was between gold leaf and rub and buff. Can you hand me that one? And I have a physical showing of what the difference is between rub and buff. As you can see, I love rub and buff. Gold leaf gives it an antique look. Rub and buff really works. And then, let's see if we can get them in the same shot here. So you see the gold leaf is a whole lot more brighter.
Rub and buff makes it look like it's been through years of use and stuff.
Yeah, like somebody has really, really used this thing to its extremities. So this one looks like Hellraiser was just summoned yesterday. And this one looks like Hellraiser has killed a lot of people. So,
Looks like he should need a vacation.
yeah, looks like he needs a vacation off of that one. So now the next thing we're going to be showing you is there anything still over there on your side?
Nope.
Nope, nothing else. Okay. So the next thing we're going to be showing you is this. This is a box. It's a box.
There's a latch to it.
Yes, and there's a latch. Yes, we have this latch. Now I did not build the box. I did not. I will give you honesty on that. I did not build the box. My neighbor built the box. I built what's inside the box.
He built it and stained it, and we did the rest of what's inside of it. Well, not really the rest.
Yeah, we got a little more to do, and you'll see what the little more is. And I'm going to just get it below the screen before I show you what's in it. And that's the little more. We've got to fix this. We're going to put a little pad in here, and we're going to make it look pretty. It is, see if I can get it in the light here. There we go. It is, I'm covering John's face up. Let me close that over there. There we go. Now we can't see his ugly mug. All right now. So, as you can tell, this right here is from Roger Rabbit. It's got all of the characters from Roger Rabbit.
I mean, you could just put the camera down and...
I'm doing it right there.
Oh, okay.
Showing it. I can see it. And it's got the gun. Alrighty.
Oh, by the way,
Now-
he glued everything into here so we can't take it back out.
Yeah, so I wanted to intentionally glue it in because I wanted it as a showpiece. So it will sit up, with, like I said, we got to fix that, but it'll sit up on our shelf like this. And that's how it will be presented for the rest of time. Every part in there is completely glued in. It will not fall out.
We do have clumsy people in this house, and animals, so it's a good call.
So, now we're going to throw this off to the side. And essentially what I did with that was, like I said, my neighbor built the box. I built, 3D printed the gun and all of the characters. My boy, he painted up the characters with my help, and we painted up the gun. He had a better eye for that gun color than I did. That gun color really looks like in the movie.
You're welcome.
So that will do it for today as far as it goes for the props that we have created. The next episode will be for props that we actually have bought. Now we're going to have to do this in probably a couple more stages. So what we're going to do is we're going to, my props are actually sitting up on this side right here. We're going to start from the top and we're going to work down. We will pretty much review a couple of other things as well. So, that being said, this is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you are, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, I can't
Enthused. He can't read minds. I hope that this excites you enough to go and purchase yourself a 3D printer and start 3D printing your own items. Trust me, if I can do it, anybody can do it, and I know everybody says that, but truthfully, let me tell you this, I have not touched a 3D printer in my life. He can contend to that.
Yes.
I bought a 3D printer, I set up the 3D printer, I showed him the first 3D print, which was the little boat that comes with it, and then I just started 3D printing. It's literally that simple. You may be getting angry. Listen to these videos, watch my videos on 3D printing. I will show you step by step what to do to level the bed, to get your 3D prints going, and have them look as good as this one that just completed, and I'm going to show it to you.
Maybe not.
She fludgered up, John.
Well, he's showing you the print that we made, but he kind of just
I just
snapped in half.
I ripped it off the print bed.
Great.
I
yeah.
have.
Bad thing to do. Grab the print by the top and tear it off. It's not a can. You can't just pull the lid off of it.
I didn't pull hard. My defense. I mean, I did not pull hard.
This is what happens when you live with a strong person.
So this is a learning experience instead of a show and tell. Do not grab your print from the top and then pull as if you're going to take it off. It does that.
He doesn't realize his own strength. He's been through so much.
Alright. So, if this print would not have broke because of him,
Oh yeah, I did it, of course.
as you can see on this, the print actually is fairly smooth.
Except for that one part.
Yeah, it was my fault. That was my fault. Everything 3D printing, whenever you mess up, whenever your print messes up, it's normally your fault. And the reason that it would be your fault is I shouldn't have just, as soon as it stopped right there, I was excited. I wanted to show you. I grabbed hold to the top of it, ripped it right off. So, don't do that.
He tends to mess up prints.
I mess up prints a lot. I mess up prints a lot. I'll show you all of them, including the one he broke.
Yeah.
And we'll do that at a later date. But yeah, if you see all of the side of the print and everything, it actually has pretty good detail. It actually shows up really good on camera. You don't have much for layer lines, as they call them. But regardless, anybody can do this. Anybody can build it off of a 3D printer, and it's truth in that. And I will stand behind it. If I can do it, literally the whole world can do it. So, have a good day. This is the end of our episode. So, just remember, if we work together, we can fix just about anything.